So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, right back to ETN.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Another tote for ETN.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They are #2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Here comes third down at 7. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Back to the ground with ETN.
Able to slither by, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Here's Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough.
And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curl. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 83 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top-5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And shedding through the tackle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Throwing. Hooker.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
Down to about the 22 here.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Lawrence on 3rd down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Devon Hamilton able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Devon Hamilton. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hooker now off play action. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now. Deontay Hardy back deep.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a good day.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game
Touchdown! His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and it seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Hooker now on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Hooker on first down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hooker to the air yet again. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And outbounds right around the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Hooker. And he's got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Geno Smith has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one all tied. We got an excellent first half from the man from Tennessee. That's Hendon Hooker. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
All play action. Here's Hooker. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say,
touchdown Jaguars! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jags are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, Williams. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Here's Hooker. That's complete to Laporta. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Etienne up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A give running right, ETN. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
The kick by McManus is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown?
Down the numbers. There he goes. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works. Eye for an eye.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately. Not down at all. No heads down after giving up the lead and coming right back at them. And a special team score, that's like gold in a coach's manual.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Lawrence on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's second and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's fourth down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, here's Gibbs. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to